Ladies and gentlemen, today we're here to talk about success. Real success, the kind that separates the winners from the spectators. The top 1% don't get there by luck or handouts. They dominate because they think differently, act decisively, and refuse to accept mediocrity. This isn't about motivational fluff. It's about the raw, unfiltered principles that drive elite performance. The 1% understand that the world is a competitive arena. While most people chase comfort, the elite embrace discipline. Andrew Tate's philosophy revolves around one core truth: weakness is optional. Success demands mental toughness, relentless work ethic, and the willingness to outwork everyone else. The question isn't whether you want success, it's whether you're willing to do what others won't. Money follows power, and power comes from mastery. The 1% don't just work hard, they work smart. They invest in skills that pay off, build multiple income streams, and control their time. Tate's approach is simple. If you're not getting richer every day, you're falling behind. The elite don't wait for opportunities, they create them. Another key to elite success: unshakable self-belief. The 1% don't beg for approval, they command respect. They know their worth and never settle for less. Society trains people to be obedient, but winners rewrite the rules. Confidence isn't arrogance, it's the understanding that you deserve victory because you've put in the work. Let's talk about resilience. The road to the top is filled with setbacks, but the 1% don't quit. They adapt, overcome, and come back stronger. Every loss is a lesson, and every obstacle is a test of your hunger. Tate's mindset is clear. Failure only exists if you accept it. Champions keep fighting until they win. The elite also surround themselves with winners. You're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So if your circle is lazy or negative, you'll never level up. The 1% cut off distractions, avoid energy drainers, and align only with those who push them forward. Your network determines your net worth. In closing, the path to the top isn't a secret, it's a choice. The 1% succeed because they prioritize action over excuses, discipline over pleasure, and long-term success over short-term comfort. If you're ready to embrace the grind, think like a champion, and refuse to lose, then the top is yours for the taking. The question is, are you ready to claim it? Success begins in the mind. The most accomplished individuals don't rely on luck. They cultivate discipline, resilience, and an unbreakable focus. A warrior mindset means taking full ownership of your life, refusing to make excuses, and pushing forward no matter the obstacles. This mentality isn't about aggression. It's about unwavering commitment to your goals. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger, and every setback is a lesson. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't talent, it's mindset. Discipline is the foundation of real achievement. Motivation fades, but the elite operate on systems, habits, and relentless consistency. They don't wait for inspiration, they create it through action. A warrior doesn't stop when things get difficult. They train themselves to keep going when others quit. Success isn't about a single moment of glory. It's built through daily effort, even when no one is watching. The greatest athletes, entrepreneurs, and leaders all share one trait: they outwork their competition. Fear is not the enemy. It's a signal that you're stepping outside your comfort zone. The most successful people don't avoid fear, they use it as fuel. Every major breakthrough requires risk, and hesitation leads to missed opportunities. A true warrior doesn't seek safety, they seek growth. The moment you embrace discomfort is the moment you start winning. The 1% don't let fear paralyze them. They let it drive them forward. Focus is everything. Distractions are the biggest thieves of success, and the elite guard their time fiercely. They don't waste energy on negativity, gossip, or things that don't align with their mission. Every decision either moves them closer to their goals or further away. The warrior mindset means cutting out anything that doesn't serve your purpose. The most powerful skill in the world is the ability to concentrate on what truly matters. Emotional control separates champions from the crowd. The best performers don't let temporary feelings dictate their actions. They stay calm under pressure and make strategic decisions. Success isn't about reacting impulsively, it's about thinking long term. A warrior doesn't get dragged into unnecessary conflicts or distractions. They stay disciplined, patient, and focused on the bigger picture. True confidence comes from within. The 1% don't seek validation. They trust their vision and stay committed, even when others doubt them. Criticism is inevitable, but winners don't let it derail them. A warrior mindset means believing in yourself enough to keep going when no one else does. Approval isn't the goal, results are. Legacy is the ultimate measure of success. The most impactful people don't just think about today, they build for the future. A warrior mindset means playing the long game, making sacrifices now for greater rewards later. The elite don't chase temporary wins, they create lasting influence. The question isn't just how to succeed, it's how to build something that outlasts you. The path to financial success isn't about chasing money. It's about becoming someone worthy of wealth. The most prosperous individuals understand this fundamental principle. Sustainable income flows to those who create genuine value in the marketplace. This distinction separates temporary earners from permanent wealth builders. True financial freedom comes from developing rare and valuable skills that solve meaningful problems. In today's economy, the highest compensation goes to those who can provide solutions others cannot. Whether it's technical expertise, creative talent, or business acumen, mastery in your field forms the foundation of lasting success. The market generously rewards those who dedicate themselves to continuous improvement and skill development. The digital age has created unprecedented opportunities for value creation. Content creators, entrepreneurs, and innovators can now build audiences, develop products, and establish businesses with global reach from anywhere in the world. These new economic models allow individuals to create multiple income streams that aren't limited by traditional employment structures. The key is focusing on providing authentic value to your audience or customer base. Represents the building assets rather than just earning income, represents the critical shift in financial thinking. Assets, whether intellectual property, digital products, or business equity, work for you around the clock. They create the possibility of compounding returns rather than linear income. This asset-based approach to wealth is what allows some individuals to achieve financial results that seem impossible to those trading time for money. Financial intelligence plays an equally important role as skill development. Understanding cash flow, investment principles, and economic systems allows value creators to maximize their earnings. The most successful individuals don't just make money, they know how to allocate it wisely to create long-term security and opportunity. This knowledge transforms income into lasting wealth. The journey to financial success requires patience and persistence. Overnight success is a myth. Real wealth building comes from consistent effort applied intelligently over time. Those who achieve lasting prosperity understand that setbacks are part of the process and use them as learning opportunities rather than reasons to quit. Ultimately, financial freedom comes from aligning your skills with market needs, creating systems that allow your value to scale, and making wise decisions with the resources you generate. When you focus on becoming someone who solves important problems for others, financial rewards follow as a natural consequence of the value you provide to the world. Success is never handed to anyone on a silver platter. The path to greatness is paved with obstacles that test your willpower and determination. What separates the winners from the rest isn't talent or luck. It's the ability to keep pushing forward when others would quit. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow stronger and more capable. The most successful people in any field didn't avoid difficulties. They embraced them as necessary steps in their journey. When you encounter setbacks, Remember, they are temporary. Failure only becomes permanent when you accept it as final. The greatest innovators and achievers throughout history all faced numerous rejections and defeats before reaching their goals. What made them different was their refusal to stay down. They analyzed what went wrong, adjusted their approach, and tried again with renewed determination. This process of continuous improvement is what builds real, lasting success. Mental toughness is developed through consistent practice, just like physical strength. You strengthen your resilience by facing challenges head-on rather than avoiding them. Each time you push through discomfort, you expand your capacity to handle even greater pressures. The most accomplished individuals train themselves to perform under stress, turning potential obstacles into advantages. They understand that growth happens outside comfort zones. True resilience comes from maintaining focus on your long-term vision while navigating short-term difficulties. When distractions or discouragement arise, the most successful people remind themselves of their ultimate purpose. They don't let temporary emotions dictate their actions. Instead, they make decisions based on logic and commitment to their goals. This disciplined approach allows them to persist where others might give up. The ability to adapt is crucial in today's rapidly changing world. Resilient individuals remain flexible in their methods while staying firm in their objectives. They view unexpected changes not as threats, but as opportunities to innovate. When one approach doesn't work, they pivot and try another without losing sight of their destination. This adaptability combined with persistence creates unstoppable momentum. Building resilience requires surrounding yourself with positive influences that reinforce your determination. The people you spend time with significantly impact your mindset and perseverance. Seek out those who challenge you to grow and support your ambitions. Limit exposure to negativity or pessimism that could weaken your resolve. Your environment should fuel your resilience, not undermine it. Ultimately, your capacity for resilience determines your ceiling for success. Every person faces challenges, but only some develop the toughness to overcome them repeatedly. By committing to continuous growth and refusing to accept defeat, you position yourself among those who achieve extraordinary results. Remember that every great accomplishment was once considered impossible until someone proved otherwise through sheer persistence. Your journey may be difficult, but the rewards of perseverance make every struggle worthwhile. Success isn't about grand, sweeping gestures. It's about the small, consistent actions you take every single day. The 1% don't wait for motivation. They don't rely on bursts of inspiration. They win because they've mastered the art of daily discipline, showing up, putting in the work, and executing at the highest level, even when no one is watching. The difference between mediocrity and mastery comes down to routine. The most successful people in the world don't leave their productivity to chance. They design their days with intention, removing distractions and focusing on what truly moves them forward. They understand that time is the ultimate currency, and how you spend each hour determines whether you'll rise or remain stagnant. Discipline means doing what you know you need to do, even when you don't feel like it. It's training your mind to prioritize long-term success over short-term comfort. While most people hit the snooze button, the elite are already ahead. Reading, working out, or strategizing their next move. That extra hour, that extra rep, that extra effort compounds over time into an unbeatable advantage. Consistency is what separates the dreamers from the doers. Talent means nothing without daily application. You can have the best ideas in the world, but if you don't execute them with relentless discipline, they'll never materialize. The 1% don't just work hard, they work smart, focusing on high leverage activities that drive real results. They measure progress, adjust quickly, and refuse to waste time on what doesn't matter. The secret? Systems over willpower. Winners don't rely on fleeting motivation. They build fail-proof routines that automate success. Whether it's a morning ritual, a productivity framework, or a strict schedule, they remove decision fatigue so they can operate at peak performance. Discipline isn't about restriction. It's about freedom. Freedom from procrastination, self-doubt, and the regret of wasted potential. If you want to join the top 1%, you must master the mundane. Greatness isn't built in a day. It's built daily. The question is, are you willing to do what others won't so you can live how others can't? The choice is yours. Start today. Dominate tomorrow.